This episode of Musky Outdoors is filmed on Token Creek. I think my GoPro that I usually record with my head strap is broke for good. Like it will partially charge and then it won't run. So this I ended up using my Excel Spy Point cam in a waterproof case to record the whole thing. So there's no sound from it unfortunately, but I want to keep it in the waterproof case and I think I'm just gonna buy a different camera. But I started out and this is at Token Creek County Park, which is right outside of Madison. And this is the first spot I tried fishing, and I've never caught a trout from this hole. The only fish I've caught in many times fishing this creek was a crappie. I did not catch anything from this spot. Then I decided to go and start to fish by Token Creek Pond and walk around in the creek in the Conservancy. And this is the other public land on the creek. And here I did have some luck. And I was trying to use some Wishat crankbait I had and a homemade spinner like a Panther Martin, which I'm going to catch a fish on in one of my future videos. And I'll probably make a video on how to make them also. And then I ended up losing a copper colored Panther Martin number 2. And then I switched to my fave, the gold Panther Martin number 2. And I never took that bait off. Fish I caught was like a 12 or 13-inch brown, and I was ecstatic to catch this because I broke my skunk of like 6 hours of fishing without catching a fish. Doesn't help that I've been trying new waters, but I was ecstatic to catch this beautiful 12-inch brown trout. I found a perch collared Rapala cup down here. So this day when I went to Tolkien Creek, I went 4 for 5 on the Panther Martin. It was a really high hookup rate this day, a lot better than the next video in this series of this challenge. And I caught three, three brown trout and one brook trout. The brook trout was probably like 10 inches. The biggest brown was probably 14 to 15 inches. I didn't measure them because I'm just catching and releasing them anyways. I was just netting him quick and trying to get him back in the water as quick as possible, but I had a bit of a blooper on that one fish because my hands were wet. So this creek has a really good connection to groundwater. It starts up by Sun Prairie and then it flows into the Yahara River. So according to the DNR website, this creek is 10 miles long. It is stocked annually with brook trout, some brood stock, which are like 12 or 14 inches long, and some large fingerlings. And between like 50 broodstock are put in the creek every year, and like between a few hundred and 2,000 fingerling brook trout are put in here each year. They don't no longer stock brown trout, but brown trout were the most abundant fish in the fisheries survey that they have posted on the internet. This creek has had some sedimentation issues. I know when we fished this creek when I was like 15, I caught like a 19 and 20 incher out of this creek. But that hole has really filled in where we caught the two big fish in, and a couple of the other holes that were like 6 or 8 feet deep are now like 2 feet deep. But there's still fish here, and this is considered an impaired water. And this watershed's going under changing from a lot of it, some agriculture and some residential area to more and more residential and industrial land use as time goes on because this isn't a desirable place to be developed in the Madison area, and it's kind of sad because there's really fertile soils in this watershed. So this watershed, hopefully the still sedimentation levels are reduced for this creek and it still maintains a relatively cool temperature because this is actually a pretty good creek and I've had good luck out of this creek in the past. Thanks for watching this episode of Musky Outdoors. My shoutouts for this video will go to Real Wobbler and PA Fishing. Their links will be in the description below for this video. I filmed the next video in this series too, which I'll post within the next few days. And this creek was a creek I'd never been to before, so you can look forward to that.